Hey, thanks for joining us on 21 Next. I'm TJ Anthony. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to get into today, but let's go ahead and start with this. So, if you were just, hanging around today, whether you were at work, at home, grocery shopping, running errands, you may have been kind of startled by an alert system and you probably heard it go off around you, even. So, we got an alert. PEMA sent out this alert. So, you taking a look at that alert right there. Basically, it was saying that the state of Pennsylvania was experiencing a statewide intermittent 911 outage. So it was asking people that were experiencing the issues to contacting 911. They were being asked to contact the local 911 center on the non-emergency line. So this was kind of shocking to hear about. A lot of people weren't expecting this. I know when we here at CBS 21 found out about it, it was when you all probably found out about it too, through that alert on your phone. So as soon as we found out about it, we jumped on it, started making calls, seeing what was going on, seeing, who was impacted, how was it impacting people, to get you the latest information on everything. So PEMA did have a press conference. That's where CBS 21's Yasmin Cowan was. And throughout the day, Yasmin, you have been talking to officials, getting to the latest information on this. And we did hear that they are making progress with what's going on.
Yes, that's right, TJ. Yes, I was inside of the press conference and I heard everything. And the director said that, again, this outage was intermittent, but they are still receiving calls. So this happened just for a little bit, but they are making headway now. The director didn't state as to whether, why this happened. They're still actively investigating on how this even occurred, but they're actively working on just figuring out how many calls they've missed, if any, and just giving more people answers.
Yeah, and I'm curious, who all was at this press conference? We see the director right there speaking. Did anyone else take the podium? And did he take questions after?
Yes, so the director was the only person who spoke at this conference, aside from us who were there watching everything. And, he didn't take questions afterwards, but, we did ask again how this happened. He couldn't give us a clear statement because, they themselves don't know how this happened, but they say their 911 generational system is a system that works flawlessly and that this is an anomaly. So this has never happened before, but they are trying to ensure that this does not repeat itself. But they say in the past, this system has always worked very well for them. And as you know, I spoke to the Dauphin County Director of Public Safety, and he told me that at this specific location, when the alerts took place, they say it was an IP glitch. So they experienced some hiccups within their technology system, but around 4 o'clock is when they got everything back and running again.
Perfect. And then right here, if you do need a list of who to call in terms of the non-emergency numbers, we do have that list on our website just so you're aware of anything. You have all the information you need. We did hear from Lancaster County, and Yasmin, they kind of said that things are going pretty well for them, right? They said they're back up and running.
Yeah, so what we've learned from Lancaster County officials, they told us that PEMA told them their 911 statewide system is back online. And this is the same for Dauphin County and Cumberland County. But these are the counties we can speak for right now from what they tell us, that everything is running smoothly. But as I said, again, they're still trying to figure out how this even happened in the first place, because this was huge, TJ. This was a statewide warning. And I'm sure when you got the alert as well, I was startled myself. I thought it was an Amber Alert for a second.
Oh, it was jarring. Yeah, no, there was a sound that came with the alert to the message. We were all wondering, what was going on. It was, pretty concerning to hear what happened, but it's good to know that they are, getting this issue fixed. And they know how crucial this is, of course, that the 911 call center is up and operating.
Yeah, and it was concerning. And this is one of the questions I asked the director. I asked him, were any emergency services delayed for people who were trying to make calls that didn't go through? And he said, as of right now, no emergency services were delayed, because again, if you called that 911 operator, that system, then you would have been redirected to their non-emergency system. So even if the call didn't go through, your call got redirected to someone else anyway. So they made sure to tackle on that right away.
Yeah, that's good that people still needing to get helped. And I thought it was also interesting that he did want to make a note about, how he doesn't want people just to call just to see what would happen. Because of course, those callers, they would need to follow up with those people just to make sure that everything is okay. So he doesn't, if you're not experiencing an emergency, they are asking that, of course, you do not call that number just to see. But yeah, so this is an ongoing issue that they are working to resolve. Yasmin, thank you. Great reporting. We'll see you again tonight at 10 and 11.
Thank you.
And of course, another big story tonight is the weather. It is Friday. A lot of you all have weekend plans. It's looking like it may, unfortunately, rain on some of those weekend plans. You see Saturday and Sunday, it's expected to be cloudy with possible rain in the forecast even. But thankfully, for the most part, going into the work week, Monday, it's looking like the clouds will stay there with some chances of rain, but the sun will be out for the most part. And it's also 86 degrees. It's not going to be too hot or too cold, but we could expect the humidity to be there. And then Tuesday, the sun is back out with a low chance of rain. Wednesday, Thursday is the same kind of theme with the sun. It's looking like some pretty good days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. And Friday, well, we could see some possible rain in the forecast again on Friday, but the high is 88, so it's still looking pretty good. The low is 68. So you could possibly, open your window, let some of that, cool air come in, turn off that AC, save some money. But overall, it's looking like a pretty good 7-day forecast up there. Well, thanks for joining us for 21 Next. I'm TJ Anthony. Have a great night.